Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope and Steffy are shocked by Liam's romantic decision to take a new woman. Fans are eager to see what Liam Spencer will be up to next because spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that he will be starring in a new plot. Eventually, Liam will return to the spotlight with a story that deviates from his typical fare. To put it another way, B&B spoilers indicate that Liam is ending his previous romantic triangle with Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester. Does that imply that Liam is about to meet a new woman? Although Liam's romantic destiny has not yet been confirmed, he deserves another opportunity at love. Because of his constant switching between Steffy and Hope, Liam has made a lot of mistakes, but that's just one more excellent excuse for him to start dating someone else. Maybe Liam will expand his dating pool beyond his ex-partners, since his 2025 preview information suggests that something startlingly new is in the works. Ivy Forrester may move on with someone completely else, even if he earlier expressed enthusiasm in starting a new chapter with Liam. After she's finished executing her Carter Walton plot with Steffy, Daphne Rose might be a possibility, though it would undoubtedly be difficult. One obstacle to Liam perhaps falling for Daphne is that he could not agree with the suffering Daphne is about to inflict on Hope. However, we can't rule out Liam and Daphne as a possible couple because stranger things have happened on this soap opera. Of fact, Liam and Poppy Nozawa together might be another contentious couple. Given that Poppy was once in love with Bill Spencer, we could overlook Liam's messiness in feeling sorry for her. Liam might agree with Poppy that this is a bad plan until he learns more about Bill's house imprisonment and concealment of Luna Nozawa at his mansion. Liam might feel sympathy for Poppy and her problems as a problem child, but Bill feels sympathy for Luna and the hardships she endured as a child. Poppy will require a support system regardless of how the Luna paternity mystery unfolds. In a significant romantic turn of events, may Liam end up being Poppy's suitor? Of course, it's also feasible that the show will just introduce a new female character in the future. Another possibility to think about is that B&B might invite a beautiful woman to the canvas for Liam when the moment is appropriate. Regardless, our predictions indicate that Liam will eventually find love again, so whichever person he ends up falling for could surprise both Hope and Steffy. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Liam's next plot will begin at some time. We'll keep you updated as more information becomes available. Jack's interrogation, Carter's criticism, and Steffy's tricks. B&B spoilers Tuesday, January 21st, Steffy's trickery, Carter's critique, and Jack's interrogation. According to spoilers and updates, Forrester Creations is the scene of trickery, a critique, and an interrogation. Jack Finnegan is questioned, Carter Walton provides a critique, and Steffy Forrester keeps up her games. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester keeps up her cunning. In the design office, Steffy and Hope Logan are going to have a positive conversation. Hope will fervently present Carter as someone who is already making notable progress at Forrester Creations thanks to his creative approach. Hope will see this as a definite sign that the business is moving in the right path as she emphasizes the exciting possibilities of their collaboration with Daphne Rose. Given that Steffy has already made it clear that she supports the perfume line, she may think this to be really amazing and come up with some ideas about Daphne. Steffy will be certain that her scheme is working out as intended, while Hope will continue to live in blissful ignorance of the dangers Daphne poses. Spoilers for B&B, Carter Walton's analysis. Carter is talking to Daphne in the main office, and she is excited to talk about her outstanding accomplishments. A glimmer of interest appears in her when she enters his private area. Could he be looking for something unusual? Daphne starts to woo Carter, making small moves to get his attention, but the issue still remains, how will he respond? Carter may feel a little uneasy while Daphne flirts, and it's obvious that getting his focus away from Hope won't be easy. He may overlook her flirtation for the time being, but Daphne can feel the spark she's creating, so she confides in Steffy about her encouraging development, certain that she will soon be completely irresistible to Carter. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Jack Finnegan's interrogation. Tension rises in Lee Finnegan's office as she constantly demands that Poppy Nozawa reveal the details of her covert meeting with Jack and the pregnancy that resulted. In the next episode, Poppy may continue to avoid the truth because she has remained silent and has neither confirmed nor denied Lee's most recent concerns. Lee is going to call Jack into her office shortly in order to have a high-stakes showdown with him since she is desperate to find out the truth. The unanswered question is whether Poppy and Jack actually had an affair that led to the birth of Luna Nozawa. Or is it possible that John Finn Finnegan is Luna's biological father, which would be an even more startling discovery? Despite his turbulent life, Liam Spencer had always been a man of principles. He had become an expert at solving puzzles that others would miss because of his conflicting loyalty to his family and the betrayals he had experienced. Lately, those fragments suggested a network of deceit that included his father, Bill Spencer, and the enigmatic Luna Nozawa. What started out as a suspicion had turned into a relentless pursuit that led Liam closer than ever to discovering a truth that would destroy the Spencer household. The initial breach in the facade occurred during a harmless discussion between Wyatt and Liam. Ever the skeptic, Wyatt had made a casual comment about Bill's unusually private actions. With a knowing smirk, Wyatt sipped his coffee and remarked, "He's up to something." When Dad gets this quiet, trouble isn't far behind: the late-night phone calls, the unexpected business trips. At first, Liam dismissed it, blaming it on Bill's dramatic tendencies. But as the days went by, he started to see the same trends that Wyatt had mentioned. Bill's mysterious comments and sudden absences suggested more than just business transactions. Then there was Luna. The mysterious Luna, who had entered their orbit with the suddenness and suspicion of a stranger. Despite her claims to be a rising star in the fashion industry, Liam couldn't help but wonder about her relationships with Bill and her regular appearances at Spencer Publications. Investigating Luna's past was his first course of action. Liam's network of contacts revealed discrepancies in her background. Although Luna's resume was well-crafted and included noteworthy internships and positive references, some of the information was missing. Her relationships with influential people in Los Angeles were too handy to be accidental, and the timings were incorrect. Her extraordinary capacity to control others around her was what most surprised Liam. From Carter Walton to Brooke Logan, he had witnessed her enchant everyone by blending in with conversations as if she had always been there. Beneath her refined veneer, however, Liam saw a cunning intellect that had perfected the art of deceit. What was her ultimate goal? And why did Bill care so much about her success? When Liam Happen discovered an email discussion between Bill and Luna, it was a game-changer. It was encrypted, but Liam was able to decipher it with Wyatt's tech-savvy help. The ambiguous but telling references to contingency plans, leveraging assets, and the menacing phrase keeping Liam in the dark were sufficient to persuade Liam that whatever his father and Luna were up to was not illegal. Driven by a combination of rage and resolve, Liam started to follow Bill around. He watched as he traded briefcases with anonymous people in dark parking lots and accompanied him to secret meetings at upscale restaurants. The picture remained unfinished, but each encounter added to the expanding mystery. Liam didn't discover the missing piece until he followed Bill to a remote estate outside of Los Angeles. Liam could see Bill and Luna arguing angrily from where he stood. Their body language spoke more than words, even though he couldn't hear them. Bill adopted an angry posture, clenching his fists and raising his voice, while Luna made defensive movements, raising her hands as if in desperation. The situation contrasted sharply with the controlled, polished front they put on for the public. Liam took advantage of the situation to confront Luna as Bill hurried away, leaving her alone on the large terrace of the estate. He yelled out, emerging from the darkness, "Luna!" Her shocked countenance soon changed to one of calmness, but Liam saw right through it. "What's actually happening here? And why do you and my dad seem to be concealing something?" Luna's answer was just as vague as he had anticipated. "You're making too many assumptions about this, Liam. I'm working on a project with Bill that might help the whole Spencer family." Liam, however, didn't believe it. He yelled, "Don't disparage my intelligence. The emails are visible to me. I've observed you two plotting behind closed doors. This is about whatever game you're playing, not about the family. Additionally, I won't allow you to include us in it." Luna withdrew into the mansion at the end of the altercation, leaving Liam even more resolved to reveal the truth. He went back to Spencer Publications and started going over financial documents and business transactions in an attempt to find any evidence of wrongdoing. He was astonished to discover a string of transactions that connected Bill to shell corporations and offshore accounts that were all connected to Luna. Although it was a financial web intended to hide the movement of funds, Liam could make out the general contours of a plot involving deceit, power, and influence. Equipped with this knowledge, Liam made the decision to face his father head-on. "Dad, what are you hiding?" he stormed into Bill's office and demanded. "Don't tell me it's nothing, either. The accounts are visible to me. The emails are ones I've read. I want to know the truth about what you're up to with Luna." Bill exhibited an unusually muted response. He briefly appeared almost guilty. Then the steely resolve that had seemed so familiar came back. In a strong but compassionate tone, he said, "Liam, you don't understand the bigger picture. Sacrifices for the greater good are sometimes necessary." "What are the sacrifices?" Liam retorted. "And whose greater good is it that we are discussing? Because it certainly doesn't resemble either Wyatt's or mine." Although there was no conclusion at the end of the standoff, it was a watershed in Liam's inquiry. He understood that he would want allies in order to uncover Bill and Luna's plot. After telling Wyatt all he had discovered, he turned to him and they started putting the last pieces of the puzzle together. Liam couldn't get rid of the feeling that time was running out as he got closer to the truth. Because of Luna's charisma and Bill's clout, they were a powerful team that could turn any story around. One weapon, however, that they lacked was Liam's steadfast dedication to revealing the truth at all costs. He had no idea how his determination would be put to the test by the disclosures lurking in the shadows. Bill Spencer still had a few tricks under his sleeve, despite Liam's belief that he understood his father's ability to manipulate. Additionally, Luna, who has always been mysterious, had secrets of her own that may destroy Liam's entire world as well as the Spencer family. But what if Jack isn't the father of Luna? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. What happens if Jack isn't Luna's father? Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful are already aware that Ted King's character Jack Finnegan is returning to town. According to the expression on Poppy's face, his ex-lover Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, has just accused her sister Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, of having an affair with Jack. The true question now is whether Jack is actually the biological father of Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Poppy Nozawa is lying about everything. You will need to confirm whether Poppy's statements are accurate if she tells you anything at all. She has been lying for the past year. She initially thought Luna's father was Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, but Tom Starr, Clint Howard, had to be the one. Lee tested the DNA herself, therefore we now know that Tom is not the father. Jack seems to be a strong candidate as a result. Will Jack confess to having a relationship with Poppy? Even so, is he aware that he might be Luna's biological father? Will he be as shocked as everyone else, or was it a long-kept secret? Has Poppy also deceived him? I mean, is there any evidence that she hasn't told him lies? BMB spoilers. What would happen if Luna Nozawa's father was Finn Finnegan? Another possibility exists. When Luna was conceived, John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, Jack and Lee's adoptive son, was a college student. We have already established that Poppy enjoys her particular mints and other medications, and she was living with his family at the time. What if they ended up in bed after she gave Finn something he wouldn't often take? Although the Finn of today would never use drugs of any type, he may have done so as a somewhat unsophisticated college student. The already swirling drama and dysfunction would be further compounded if Finn were truly Luna's father. Luna was detaining Finn's wife, Jacqueline Maxine's Woods character Steffy Forrester, in a cage prior to her arrest. Even though Finn and Steffy have already had a lot of suffering and issues, they have managed to get through it all. However, would they be able to accept Luna as Finn's daughter? Secrets, plots, and treachery were nothing new in the opulent corridors of Forrester Creations. The events taking place within the family-owned empire, however, were a tornado of deceit even by their spectacular standards. Brooke Logan, a lady renowned for her ferocious passion and unflinching drive to protect her loved ones, was at the center of it all. This time, the bond between Carter Walton and her daughter Hope Logan was in jeopardy. The brains behind all of their problems? It was none other than Steffy Forrester, whose plan to cause heartbreak was about to be revealed in the most spectacular manner imaginable. Brooke had doubts about Steffy's motivations from the beginning. Brooke understood better than to take Steffy at face value, even if she portrayed herself as the helpful cousin and business associate. Steffy had established herself as a cunning tactician throughout the years, prepared to go to any lengths to uphold her family's supremacy at Forrester Creations. For reasons Brooke was still unable to fully understand, it appeared that she was now motivated to ruin Hope's happiness with Carter. An overheard chat between Steffy and an enigmatic associate provided the first hint. Brooke heard bits and pieces of their conversation while she was walking past the design studio. She became alarmed by terms like distraction, timing, and leverage. Since Brooke lacked proof and had a gut feeling that Steffy was playing a long game, she refrained from confronting Steffy right now. Hope and Carter, meantime, were blissfully ignorant of the impending storm. Despite being new, their love rapidly became the buzz of Los Angeles. Hope's idealism was matched by Carter's charm and unwavering character, which made their collaboration appear bound for success. But they were also exposed because of their union. Carter was vulnerable to deception because of his recent involvements and Hope's rivalry-filled past with Steffy. As Brooke started her research, she found that Steffy had made a number of subtle but strategic attempts to cause friction between Hope and Carter. She observed how Steffy would gently erode Hope's self-assurance in meetings by implying that her designs lacked originality or that her leadership abilities were inadequate for the difficulties that lay ahead. Steffy positioned herself as Carter's confidant and advisor while praising him profusely. It could have appeared to an observer that Steffy was only offering assistance. However, it was evident to Brooke that Steffy was sowing doubt in an attempt to sever the couple's bond. What caught Brooke off guard was how intricate Steffy's scheme was. As co-CEO of Forrester Creations, Steffy used her position to engineer a string of business crises that needed Carter's attention. She made sure Hope was either left out of the decision-making process or put in a position where her opinions were disregarded each time. Hope eventually started to feel the effects of these professional slights, beginning to doubt her role in Carter's life as well as in the company. The pivotal moment occurred when Steffy's true intentions were unintentionally exposed during a well-known fashion show. Brooke overheard Steffy bragging to her confidant Daphne Rose about the success of her plan during a quiet moment backstage. With a smug look on her lips, Steffy remarked, "It's just a matter of time until Hope and Carter implode. Carter will realize he needs someone stronger by his side, someone like me, once he realizes Hope can't handle the pressure." Brooke was enraged yet determined to take action. She sought the assistance of Ridge Forrester, who concurred that Steffy's behavior had gone too far despite his complex relationship with both ladies. They came up with a strategy together to reveal Steffy's schemes in a way that would exclude any possibility of doubt. Their efforts culminated at a Forrester Creations company-wide meeting. Armed with proof of Steffy's plots, Brooke took the stage in front of all the important participants. An incriminating image of Steffy's manipulation was presented by emails, audio recordings, and eyewitness statements. With a steady yet impassioned voice, Brooke emphasized, "This isn't just about business. This has to do with family. Steffy, you have attempted to ruin Hope and Carter's personal life in addition to undermining them professionally. For what purpose? To appease your personal fears?" Steffy strained to answer, and the room grew silent. Although it briefly appeared as though she would refute the charges, the evidence's strength was indisputable. Rather, she turned to look at Carter, her face a mixture of defiance and sadness. With a hint of desperation in her voice, she stated, "I tried to protect the company. The bond between Hope and Carter is detrimental. I was acting in accordance with my best judgment." Carter, however, was unconvinced. He stood up and spoke directly to Steffy. "Honesty is what's best for the company," he stated in a stern tone. "Supporting one another rather than tearing each other down is what's best for the business. Steffy, I trusted you. However, I now realize such trust was misguided." Steffy was alone as the meeting came to an end, her reputation damaged by her own behavior. The experience turned out to be pivotal for Hope and Carter. Steffy's plan had really made their relationship stronger rather than worse. With Carter's steadfast encouragement, Hope recovered her self-esteem and reaffirmed her dedication to her relationship and her position at Forrester Creations. Brooke couldn't help but feel vindicated in the aftermath. Over the years, she had fought innumerable wars, but this one felt very intimate. In addition to defending her daughter, she had solidified her position as a formidable member of the Forrester family by revealing Steffy's plot. Brooke was aware that the war was far from done, though, as she watched Hope and Carter start afresh. Peace was never permanent in the world of Forrester Creations, and new problems continually arose.